afternoon. I'm Meg
All
Gatto.
right,
Good
welcome to
morning,
another
McCoy.
one.
Another
Like
post on
no,
Instagram.
welcome to another one. Like no other one. This your boy Kills World. Another episode of Got It Out the Mud. And yeah, man, we just running this content, man. We're gonna keep running up this content. I told y'all we'll keep coming back with a little bit more different type of things to the channel. You know, I'm trying to add more things on it. So, hopefully I'm just trying to just fly in the different in the good.
McCoy, another post on Instagram claims to come from Orleans Parish jail escapee Antoine Massey.
Gabby Killett shares what's in that post and what it reveals about one of the last escapees still on the run.
The latest post on this Instagram account, someone who claims to be escapee Antoine Massey proclaiming his...
Hey man, for a guy to be on the run, honestly, he has it together. Like far as like the guy, it's 10 people that escaped. Now everybody else, I want to say it's two more. It's him and there's one more other guy on the run. But these men, they must be moving smart. The people that they're around, how solid the people got to be. And yeah, shout out to him, man. This man has been on the run for like 3 weeks, and until he feel like he get his just due. So continue the video.
innocence while tagging Fox 8 and other media outlets. It appears to be the same account that posted these videos Sunday.
I'm showing y'all the whole world how corrupted the state of Louisiana is. I'm an innocent man. Yes, in my past, I made mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say mistakes. I was just young. You know what I'm saying? But the system has failed a lot of people and not just me.
Deputy U.S. Marshal Brian Fair said it was media who made authorities aware of the most recent post Thursday morning. Fair adds authorities are investigating.
We're going to continue to look for him. It's what's going to happen is going to happen. We'll continue to investigate leads, and hopefully he'll either surrender to us or we'll the other.
Massey also allegedly posted different versions of a 10-minute video Sunday to that account. In them, he called on President Donald Trump, Kim Kardashian, and multiple rappers to help him. In the videos, he also presents documentation that he says supports his innocence, specifically.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen the post when he did go live. He was trying to basically let everybody know, look, man, NBA YoungBoy, I need some help. He was trying to call out everybody. I wouldn't say he did. He wouldn't say Kim Kardashian. It was certain people that he called out to try to help him out. But I know one person that did reply. He didn't reply too pleasant. That was Charleston White, but I don't believe he called on Charleston White. Charleston White just included himself inside of it and just let him know, like, hey man, turn yourself in, bro. You should turn yourself in.
A domestic abuse case for which he was incarcerated at the time of his May 16th escape. Fair adds it's too early to tell whether the photo could lead detectives to Massey, who has been on the run for nearly 3 weeks.
He been on the run,
legal
too. He been
analyst
on the
Joe
run.
Raspani says posting to social media is risky, and that Massey's posts come as he likely runs out of resources and support.
In my experience,
he not running out of resources, man. You might as well just scrap this story. He definitely not running out of resources and support. Obviously, he been out for 3 weeks, and people is still messing with him. So y'all might as well scratch that part out.
you get desperate, you get careless, which would mean he would become more likely to be found out. But we'll just have to wait and see.
And anyone who has information on Massey or Derek Groves' whereabouts is asked to call Crime Stoppers at 504-822-1111. The reward for any tip leading to an arrest is up to $50,000 per fugitive.
Ain't nobody calling Crime Stoppers. They would have been called Crime Stoppers, bro. They ain't nobody trying to go call no Crime Stoppers. They trying to watch out. I don't know, man. This is hilarious. The people that they're around, they got a strong circle, man. So they not turning themselves in. But yeah, though, that's a crazy story. I feel like personally he has his rights and he's entitled, like you said. It's the people that he trusts or the people that is in his circle that he trusts to have him out for 3 weeks. If that was the case, they would have been turned him in. So it's not about money for the people that he's around. Obviously, these are real loyal people. Nobody turned on him for no money, so obviously they're trying to help him out. The next story we got up next, man, is really kind of dark. It's about the trial that took place 3 years ago about the girl that got molested. And yeah.
First at 5, the trial of a man accused of killing a 14-year-old girl got off to an explosive start as prosecutors revealed the motive. Alexia Alexander was killed 3 years ago, and prosecutors have charged Ronnie Walker with capital murder. But the defense says he is not the man they should be looking at. Fox 13's Evan Axelbank is live at the Hillsborough County Courthouse to unpack opening statements today. Evan, what they have to say?
Well, prosecutors say that Walker was mad that his relationship with Alexia had been exposed. The defense says that police bullied an accomplice into lying about who pulled the trigger.
Alexia Alexander.
Maybe the only central fact not in dispute in this courtroom is that Alexia Alexander was too young for any of this.
14-year-old Alexia Alexander had run away from.
Wait, she was 14 years old? That is wild, bro. Like, this is the thing I'm talking about, bro. You murdered a 14-year-old teenager at the time, honestly, because basically you was nervous about telling your wife that you had caught some type of sexually transmitted disease from a 14-year-old. Man, this is really sad. This is sad. This is definitely horrible, man. And this is real. It's real effed up out here, bro. Like, seriously, bro. You doing this because you want your wife to kind of believe what's going, bro. Play the video.
Alexander had run away from home. It wasn't her first time running away from home. She'd been struggling.
Her mother had to listen to and see some of the gory details from the early morning of May 6th of 2022, when her daughter Alexia was found shot 6 times, at least once in the head. Prosecutors believe Walker was mad he'd contracted something from her in their relationship and that he'd given it to his actual girlfriend.
That gun was within 12 inches of her face. Intentional, premeditated.
Prosecutors say they'll be calling a witness who will testify that Walker admitted to shooting her after blaming someone else, that he lied to investigators, and that he tried to clean the blood from his car. In their opening statement, defense attorneys are pouncing on the credibility of those witnesses.
He had been in jail, bonded out, committed more crimes, bonded out, and he was about to have his bond revoked. He was about to be in a situation where he would have to go back to jail.
Defense attorneys say it was the other person in the car that night, Robert Creed, who killed.
I don't know what happened to the video. Hold on. I'm trying to get the sound
Walker
back.
just shot and killed her in the car because he was mad at her. Just tell me that. And then, and only then, you will hear that Robert Creed, for the first time, changes his story and says, that's exactly what happened. And from there on out, Robert Creed mimics, repeats what the detective had told him.
And this trial is expected to take many days, Haley. They just wrapped up testimony for today. The trial is going to feature testimony from Robert Creed, who has pleaded guilty to accessory after the fact. What he says about what he saw that night in that car could play a critical role in whether Ronnie Walker does indeed get convicted and face the death penalty. Back to you.
All right, Evan Axelbank reporting tonight. Evan, thanks.
And that's a sad story, man. The reason why I just say that, personally, this is one of the sad stories for me personally, man, because I just feel like in general, like I said, in general, bro, like you have this guy right here though that basically just trying to save his image. This all was the image personally, because you have your wife, bro. Like I said, man, like you cleaned it up the first time by trying to say that, oh, okay, somebody else did it. Then you turned around and said, admitted it or whatever you did and try to cover it up, bro. We know you did it, bro. I know you did it. I ain't gonna say we. I know you did it, bro. And it's sad because you're trying to cover it up for your fucking wife. And you've been sitting in jail. The one that you've been trying to get in and out. Then you trying to lie, man, bro. Just take your time, bro. You did this to this little ass. You did this to this little girl at the time. That's not even a woman, bro. 14 years old. You're sick. You're sick, bro. You sick, bro. And you need to be in there, bro. Like, then do something bad to your ass, bro. Now on to the next one, bro. That really got my blood pressure high this morning, man. Antonio Brown, bro. We're on to the Antonio Brown song. Let's go.
Championships, trophies, celebrations. It was the Albany Empire way. Coming into the 2023 season, the back-to-back National Arena League champs were the favorites to three-peat, but then enter Antonio Brown. In March, Antonio and his father, touchdown Eddie Brown, became part owners of the Empire. What a great idea, right? Antonio buying part of the team Eddie played for? Well, not so fast. There were concerns, and on day one, we made sure to ask.
I've had some run-ins with the law the last couple of years. Why should this organization trust you in this role at this point?
Should find out. Let's see. Action is better than words. Obviously, I'm a flat.
When Antonio Brown so smooth and cool like that, you should find out. Y'all should already know y'all was in some type of heap of trouble, man. Y'all know this dude is really like, he puts himself out there like real bravado, very big egotistic. He doesn't hide from the cameras, doesn't run away from. He's not shy. He likes to be in front of it. I'm not saying he's the center of attention, but he definitely don't hide from attention. Keep running the clip, man. But just the way he responds, his bravado is just hilarious, bro. Let's keep running the clip, though.
Obviously, I'm a flashy media target, so some things in the media I can't control, you know. So for me, it's about action over words. It's not what people say. It's not what people write. It's about what we do.
Actions certainly speak louder than words, and AB wasted no time making moves. Just 10 days before the season began, head coach Tom Massey was fired. Brown telling us he was all in on running the team, and that he may even play come opening night.
I'll be ready the first game. How about that? I'm going to put that shit on. AB's going to put that shit on. How about that?
April 16th. Opening night. MVP Arena was rocking, but it was also the first sign of trouble with Brown. At halftime, Brown was escorted off the field by security, but not before causing a scene, saying he owned the field and the arena. Nonetheless, the Empire crushed the Predators 70-33, and we move on to week 2. Another week came, another massive story before game day. Part owner Mike Quarta and team president Jeff Levac leaving ownership, making Antonio Brown the 95% majority owner. With all the off-the-field noise going on, how
So basically, so many words, they couldn't deal with this dude. They couldn't deal with him. They couldn't deal with him at all.
April 22nd, the San Antonio Gunslingers came to town for a Week 2 showdown and stunned the Empire 55-53, starting a downward spiral. Brown spoke to us about money issues and ownership after the game, saying the Empire is still strong from within.
I wanted to just clarify, there's just a new leader, the same goals, and it's no drama or nothing here. But let's get this clear. I paid my bills. I'm a professional.
Paid his bills. Remember that quote down the road. In the meantime, the Empire went down to Carolina to face the Cobras in a title game rematch, and they'd fall 56-49. All hell broke loose after the game. Various issues on the team bus about players complaining about not being paid. So what did AB do? He fired all those players who complained and his coach, Damon Ware. Later that week, a press conference was held to bring back, guess who? Tom Massey as head coach. Antonio telling the fans he's got everything under control, that the Empire will be back to winning in no time.
I mean, they shouldn't be upset. I would encourage our fans to handle this thing professionally. While others go.
Now remind y'all, AB he's an asshole by nature, man. So when he talks like this, it's funny to me. That's why I keep laughing, because I feel like he just spinning the media in so many cycles, and y'all just keep letting him do it, man.
Well, others go low, go high.
May 6th. At 1-2, the Empire returned home only to get beat yet again by the Warbirds 41-38, and then Albany would get embarrassed by the Sharks the next week 79-34. Tom Massey would resign. New coach alert. Enter Pete Porcelli. Now at 1-4, the Empire returned home, and Antonio Brown said he'd suit up to play in the game, but this right here was the only suit he wore, a designer one, scamming the fans. Here's what he had to say about not playing after yet another Empire loss.
There's a certain procedures you got to follow to play football, AJ. I can't just roll off the couch and say I can play. I got to show the coach that I can be productive and show him that I can make a difference.
As a reminder, Brown had 2 weeks to be ready to play in that game. In their next game, though, Albany, they lost again, making them 1-6 and winless since Brown took over, and that would be the last time they ever stepped foot on the field. Why did they never play again? Well, the National Arena League terminated the team's membership because Brown never paid a single league due, amounting to over 21.
Now, remind y'all, earlier he said that he always take care of his bills. Down in the league, they had fines of $21,000. He never took care of them bills. That's why they terminated the team. This is sad. This can't be made up, bro.
$1,000 of unpaid dues, but I thought he said he paid his bills.
I paid my bills. I'm a professional.
Guess not. The Empire fell, and all that was left behind was a sign at MVP Arena telling fans that exact message. A team with rich winning history destroyed within 3 months. The Empire are no more. The future of a...
Damn, y'all said rich history. I made it seem like he destroyed that thing in 3 months. That's just crazy. That's a wild story. Damn, I feel like he just came down and burnt the whole house down in 3 months. It's sad, bro.
Football in Albany is still up in the air, with Antonio Brown ditching town and getting one last laugh in the process.
Yeah, man. Like, comment, and subscribe, man, down below. This your boy Kel's World, man. I'm gone. I gotta get to work, man. I'll just have to try to drop some content before I start off my day. But man, y'all have a blessed one. I'll be dropping some more content during the day, man. Like, comment, subscribe. This your boy Kel's World. Until next time, I just got it out the mud.